Welcome back, guys. All right, this is going to be a fish room tour. It's 2022. I wanted to just update new projects and let you guys know what I'm breeding, what's going on. I've decided I'm going to start selling fish and mystery snails, so if you're interested, you can message me. I have to figure out the logistics of everything, but it's pretty much going to be shipping fish. I'll eventually post on eBay, but right now, if you want anything, you can contact me and we could do Venmo or PayPal. So let's start the tour. All right, so up here, these are my recent Albino Bluegrass Guppies. Let's see, got them from a guy in California. They already started breeding. I just bought a bunch of hornwort. This stuff is actually really good because a lot of times I get it, it's kind of like fugazi, but that's the male. So I'm gonna breed them for a while and get a good number of them. Over here are 3 of my black rams. I have a breeding pair down here. Got them from a guy in California. If you're interested, let me know. Making sure they're not breeding. Recently, they actually laid eggs on that rock. I brought it over here because I didn't have enough heaters. I put it in here. Oh shit, dude. Oh wow. They're all free swimming. Update on that in a second. But actually, they were in a small container. The rock fell in, and the baby angelfish that are in there ate the eggs. And I actually recently heard that with some of these, it's better to keep the light on 24/7. That way they don't eat the eggs, so I'll be starting that. But this is a mated pair of rams, and these are the other 3. I believe I have 1 male, 2 females. That is a female. You can tell by the spangling on the side. That's pretty much how I'm doing it right now. Right over here, my favorite guppies of all, my koi guppies. I don't know, I've always liked these. They're kind of a pain in the ass to breed. If you do breed these, my one suggestion is they normally have hold on a second. They normally have babies at night, and I normally go in there with a siphon. This is my siphon. I go in there, I move it around, suck them out, then I put all my fry in this grow out tank, which has the Kahukan Swords. There's some of the guppy fry up there. It focuses. And a bunch of plecos and every stuff in there. All right, over here we have my half black blue guppies. It's cloudy right now because I overfed, because I have about 1 billion plecos in here. If you can see them, I have longfin albinos, long fins, I have calicos, I have browns, I have reds. It's just crazy. I mean, you can see, you know, you got the red longfin there. There's just so many fish in here. I'm eventually gonna move the guppies out probably, put them in maybe a different tank here so they can breed truer. These I actually just picked up recently, which I'm extremely excited about. These are Bulgarian seal points. Got them from a local breeder. Fins look pretty solid, so I'm hoping these breed or pair off. They're gonna be probably a few months away until they start breeding. I gotta get some slate in there, some more plants. But I'm actually really excited about those. Right over here, these are my breeding pair of, I think they're Kahukan Swordtails. I have 4 in here. I bought 6. I think 2 died. I gotta clean everything. Sorry, my room's dirty. There's some in here. There's 1 there. I think I have 2 in there, 2 or 3. I'll tell about that tank in a second. A bunch of Platy Fry. These things breed like nothing else. I don't know if I just have extremely good success with these, but I mean, I just have hundreds. I had to give a bunch to the, I sold a bunch actually to the pet store. But I'm gonna be selling those online. All the pleco fry, a bunch of calicos. The first batch of them, well, the second batch were actually all browns, but now there's calicos and reds coming through. Full red albino guppies. These things, I don't know how this platy got in there. But yeah, these guys are breeding crazy, so I'm excited to sell those. These are my, actually forgot what these are called. I gotta put labels on all these things. These are, I don't know, I forgot the name, but yeah, they have a ton of fry. I'm gonna have to get these bigger tanks. What I wanna do is I wanna get the 20 tolls for all the guppies. That way they have more tank space and I can actually have better success as far as growing them faster. Down here, long fin plecos. I recently bought a bunch of red plecos locally from a breeder. I think they're like $8 each, so I got a really good deal. This is the one that's red and it has blue eyes. So recently someone told me that reds can't have blue eyes, so I don't know if it's just an albino that's darker. I don't know. Bunch of platies in here. We got, I think, the half-blood platies or something like that. I don't know, they're breeding like crazy. And you can see all the calicos and reds, all the fry. So nothing crazy. As far as heat, this is what the tank's at right now, 76 to 74. I have an assassin snail in there. I'm telling you about assassin snails. They are fantastic. I didn't realize how good they actually were as far as taking care of bladder snails, but they really do a good job. I bought 5 or 6 locally from a store, and they took care of most of my... I had a bunch in here. They cleared out. This shrimp actually is from... I think it was from a red and a yellow mating. I got a bunch of mystery snails in here. Then I got the blue shrimp that finally started to take off as far as breeding, which I'm happy about. There's a bunch over there. See if it focuses, which it doesn't. If you guys want to know the name of these, I'll get the name. That's them. That's some type of lace or something. The female's looking kind of stressed, but I have probably about 1,000 fry in there. Not 1,000. These are all mystery snails. I got to take these out. Cherry shrimp. These are my Santa Claus guppies and my Corridoras. Looks like, yeah, female die. That was one of my original females. But you can see I have a ton of them. Santa Claus guppies are kind of hard to come by depending on where you are. So I have them in there. But that's what the males look like. And that's the female. These guppies are huge. My Corridoras. These are the pandas. Got them from a local breeder as well. Yeah, for me, I always look for locally because I like fish that are local and they're grown. They're not overseas and they're not stressed out or whatever. All right, so this tank, all my grow outs from my pond this year, I'm going to be doing ponds outside. These are my leer tails. These fish are extremely hard to come by around here. I don't see them online anywhere. These black leer tails I bought probably 3 years ago before COVID, and I've been breeding them. The parents are that one there. That's the male, and that's the female. And then I bred them with swordtails like that, and then I got these leer tails. So those are a mix, and you got swordtails, all types of stuff. What I do now, I was trying aquascaping this, but I don't like this look, but it's whatever. So what I do for fry is, I just saw one in here. Where did he go? Let's see. All right, so when there's a fry there like that, since I'm a transplant patient, I put my glove on, I get the siphon, I go down with the siphon, suck them out, and put them in the grow out. And I kind of do that, I do that every day to see. That's really only in here. If they're back there, that's kind of on them. These are my expensive Bluegrass, or that blue metallic. I think they're Bluegrass metallic. I actually forgot the name. But that's them. I have a ton of them. I'm excited to sell them because you can sell them probably for about $40 a pair or a trio. So if you guys are interested in those, I'm looking to sell those. There's one with a little red on him, which I might separate them and breed them. I have calicos in here. I mean, bristlenose. This is my bristlenose breeding tank, which you guys have seen before. I mean, I think I have 2 breeding pairs in there, maybe more. And I think that's the red that I threw in there. So I wanted the... Alright, you can see they're on eggs there. They particularly love that one. So I got a lot of fry out of this consistently every week. These I'm going to be selling too. Since I have a lot, if you guys want to message me on as far as group discounts or whatever, let me know. A bunch of Corridoras in there. My other assassin snail. What else? Okay, angelfish grow outs. I finally figured out how to hatch angelfish eggs. I'll give you guys a brief update. I'm actually extremely excited to see what these look like. So those are free swimming after like a week. But these, These are the koi guppy, and I have a Philippine blue peony, I believe that's called. Koi pair. The koi pair guppies on the left are all of these, and those little guys are actually from them, which I'm excited about. Then over here, I have a bunch of koi doras. Koi doras are extremely easy to hatch. When you see the eggs in here or anywhere, what I do is I take a razor, which I don't have right now, which is here. I would go in. I'm actually not even looking at the camera. I'm just kind of doing this. You scrape the eggs off, keep them on the thing. You put them in the tumbler. The tumbler top is in here. I just put the tumbler in the tank and just let it float, or put some methylene blue in with the tumbler just to go around the eggs. And pretty always a much a good success rate. But salt and pepper cories, mystery snails, I got albinos in there. And then if you can see, I'll show you that koi angels right now. If you can see, I got a bunch of koi angels growing out, which I'm really excited about. Can't really see them with the flash, sorry guys. But I'm actually really excited, like I said, the koi guppies. So, quick overview, if you still made it this far, you want to know how to hatch these. What I do is, this one actually is what I've been using consistently and always seems to be good. So, I'll take that out, I'll take anything with the eggs out, put it in there. I put only a few drops of methylene blue. What I've been doing lately, as far as always being a problem, was I put too much methylene blue in, and that seemed to always hurt the eggs. What you would want is the methylene blue to dissipate after maybe 2 or 3 days, and that way you know it's good. So I would always start off with maybe 3 drops, depending on how much the water volume is. I put the heater inside that. I don't bother worrying about like the ambient temperature or anything like that, or the room temperature. Heater goes in there. I broke one recently, so I got to buy another 50 watt. Put it in there. Air tube. You don't want the air directly on the eggs. You just want to kind of knead the eggs. Once they hatch, what I found is the success is using the turkey baster. I would blow the fry off of the cone or whatever, and always suck out the fungus eggs. And the problem is when they hatch, they would get stuck to the fungus eggs and they couldn't swim. So that was my opinion, was the biggest game changer, is I would suck them out, put them into like a white clear plastic thing like that, and just constantly, it's a very tedious task, but it's going to be worth it if you want the fry. And then you just suck out constantly with all the eggs. So you would just do this, and you just keep blowing it a bunch of times until no fish were on the eggs, or no fry were on the eggs, and you would take them out. I'll probably make another video about that. Over here, my longfin breeders, cories, some other cories in here. I got a beta that I threw in there. Nothing special. My 2 koi breeders, my grow outs. Another koi pair over here. They breed pretty consistently. It's just constant like water changes and feeding them bloodworms. Over here is my mutt guppy tank. I do have some white tuxedos in here, which I have to separate them. There's one there. I think there's 3 males in here total. There they are, 1 and 2. I want to take those out and breed them, because those are, I haven't seen them locally in a very long time. And of course the final tank, which is all my platies. They just go insane. And all my longfin, there's 40 longfin brown plecos in here, which mostly are female, which I want to get rid of. Magenta. If you want to buy these and you're local, I will sell them. I want to get rid of a lot of them. But that's it, guys. That's going to be my fish room. If you have any comments about mystery snails or any other thing, let me know. Thanks, and have a good day.